It's Thursday lunchtime. We're talking boxing because this Sunday night there is a belter of a fight because Wardley goes up against Clarke. Fabio Wardley against Frazer Clarke here in London at the O2 Sunday night. It's live on talkSPORT. It's Sunday night though, just to emphasise that. And many people go Wardley, many people go Clarke. Spencer is in studio with Simon and myself. This man can only think that it's going to end up a Frazer Clarke win. Why? Because he's a trainer of Frazer Clarke. He's Angel Fernandez, a good friend of ours. Angel, good afternoon. How is he doing? Where is Frazer now with just, hours to go, really?
Yes, not long to go. Hi, Jim. Hi, Spencer.
Angel, how are you, mate?
Hello, mate.
We're just like training here. How you doing, guys? The mister.
Oh, who's that? Oh, Richard Riatpor. Wow, he's in decent shape, is he not?
He's ready already.
He is indeed. Richard, how are you doing? Maybe talk about Richard in a few moments, Angel, because there's all sorts of talk about him and Chris Billam-Smith getting it on very shortly. But as regards Frazer Clarke, how is he?
Yeah, he's good. You know, he's in good experience, confidence, and I'm sure Fabio will be confident as well. It's going to be a fight just like for the fans, you know, just like I think both they're going to put a good performance for the British fans. And we look forward to the challenge. And I'm 100% confident in my fighter that we're going to become victorious on the fight night.
Yeah, the British title really does bring out the best in fighters. That is, you know, every young fighter's dream is to win that British title. Obviously, Fabio Wardley has done that. He's achieved it. He's defended it. And he's been the underdog in a couple of those fights. Nathan Gorman, who we mentioned earlier, and last time out against David Adelaide, a lot of people felt Adelaide was going to win, but he proved himself and proved that he belongs at that level. I think the big question mark is, Angel, is can Frazer Clarke perform at this level? Because we're going to need to see more, aren't we, than what we've seen so far. You know, we've been talking about it for a while now, about Frazer Clarke going through the levels. We need to see him going through the levels. Will we see that on Sunday night?
1,000,000%. I think you're going to see a different Frazer Clarke, a more focused, disciplined, understanding of what he needs to do. And I told him from day one, you cannot do what you have been doing so far. It's just going to have to be a different you, a better you. And the training has been going well. There is no injuries. There is no kind of like anything that we could think that have been wrong. So it's just all down to Frazer. In terms of like he hasn't done like they fought at that level. No, he hasn't like done anything pretty much professionally. But I think him performing against Jololov, you know, in the Olympics, against a big puncher, you know, he kind of like, not to the extent maybe Fabio done in the pros, but I think Frazer showed courage. He showed heart, and I'm sure Fabio will have that as well. And it's going to be done to other elements. Not to them elements, you know, but the win is going to be done to other elements.
Sure. I mean, we were talking about that. His amateur pedigree will stand him in good stead. And one thing we do know about Frazer Clarke, which has maybe not been seen in a professional boxing ring yet, is that he can tough it out. I mean, those amazing fights that he had with Joe Joyce as an amateur proved that he's got that in him. You know, he's got that in the locker. And he will need that against Wardley, who is a big puncher with 16 of his 17 fights coming by the way of KO. So he's going to have to be prepared to go through that, isn't he?
No, 100%, you know, but it's not how hard you hit the man, it's where you hit the man.
So hours to go, Angel. If Frazer gets the win that he's seeking on Sunday night, what opens up for him, Angel, after that?
What opens up for Frazer?
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of opportunities, you know, for him. But we just have to, as we always do, sit down, assess, and then go from there. What's the next steps? What's the things that obviously that fight is going to tell us a lot. You know, what to improve, what not to improve, the things to work on, and sit down with the team, sit down with the promoter, with the Sky, and let's see what's the next steps.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.